Good morning, everybody. Pastor Stitch, Narrow Path Christian Church, BC, Bay City, Michigan. Welcome to the Biker Devotional. Today is December 7th, 2024. We're looking at Proverbs chapter 7. And I'm not going to read it all to you, but Proverbs chapter 7, verses 6 through 23. 6 through 23. In my Bible, it's entitled The Story of Seduction. And like I said, I'm not going to read the whole thing to you, but as I was looking at it today, I was thinking about something. You know, so many times in our lives, we find ourselves going about our daily business. And we encounter things that, you know, they could be dangerous, but we're handling it well, and we're okay. You know, the alcoholic that goes to the bar to sing karaoke and really loves to sing, but knows that he can't drink while he's there. Or goes to shoot pool, loves to shoot pool, and the best places to shoot pool is obviously at the bar, right? You get what I'm saying. The man who loves to ride two up had the feel of a woman on the back seat and holding him tight and knowing that he has not only his life in his hands, but he has the protection of someone else behind him. The intimacy of that. And so when somebody asks for a ride, he's glad to give them one. Well, let me start out with saying no one rides bitch on my motorcycle except my wife, my daughter, and my granddaughters. I'll let my grandson ride with me as well until he's old enough to ride his own, because I want him to feel the power of that, right? But the reality is I won't let another woman other than my wife ride on my motorcycle with me. I just won't. It's not right. And there's a reason why, right? It's because it's safe for a moment. It's okay. I'm just letting them experience that love of the wind. I'm letting them, or they need to get somewhere, and that's how I'm transporting. You know? No, it's dangerous. There's an intimacy involved in that while it is innocent, can be destructive. If you read Proverbs chapter 7, verses 6 through 23, you see a young man who goes about his life, interacting with the world, and runs into someone who he's doing absolutely nothing wrong. And she's seemingly putting these things in front of them. Yes, I am in America. Thank you for asking. But she's putting these things in front of him that he's able to reject well. And over a long period of time, he's managed to avoid the traps. But eventually, over prolonged exposure, he finds himself falling into the temptation that destroys his life. And I wish I could pronounce your name, Ravishkuram, but I'm a pastor. I preach the gospel, the good news of Jesus Christ. I share what God shares with me out of the book of Proverbs every day. That's why I'm here. And this story that Solomon is telling his sons is a cautionary tale to you and I. Maybe you find yourself loving to shoot pool, but you know that you can't go to the bar. And you've done well for yourself so far, but there's going to come a day when you need to blow off some steam, and you just need to relax, and you're at the bar and you're shooting pool and you're starting to relax and you're starting to let your guard down, and the next thing you know, you have a drink in front of you and you've drank half of it. And if you're any good alcoholic like me, well, I already failed, might as well finish it. And before long, you're back to drinking. Or maybe you're the guy that just trying to help someone else. They've been there for you. You're going to be there for them. You're giving them a ride on your motorcycle. They really enjoy it. They're spending time with you. And it's innocent. There's no chance. But there's going to come a day where your guard's going to be down. And it may not be that woman. But your guard has been let down for so long, and you've convinced yourself you're okay, that one day you're going to fall. He crosses the street near her corner, strolled down the road to her house at twilight, in evening, in the dark of night. He wasn't doing anything wrong. But in verse 22 and 23 it says this. Actually 21 through 23. She seduces him with persistent pleadings. She lures with her flattering talk. He follows her impulsively, like an ox going to slaughter, like a deer bounding towards a trap, until an arrow pierces its liver, like a bird darting into a snare. He doesn't know it will cost him his life. We need to be aware that even though we're going about life and we're not doing anything wrong, there may be dangers. And I just need to say this. Maybe you're the woman who jumps on the back of the motorcycle and it's perfectly innocent and you have no struggle with what's going on there. You may not be aware that since he's not your man, you're becoming a trap for him. And that the next one that comes along may be his downfall. It wasn't your fault, but unless you're intimately involved, either married or intimately involved in a marriage or a relationship heading towards marriage, probably shouldn't be riding on the back of that motorcycle with that person or flaunting yourself to them at the bar. They probably should be aware of what they're doing and just gently say, I appreciate your attention, but I'm not interested. And then they should remove themselves from the equation, right? Because it is a trap. In the long run, it's a trap. And it may not be you that's the problem. But they let their guard down long enough. The next one might be a problem. So, this is your reminder today. You can go about your daily life, walking down the street, minding your own business. Be aware that as those things come at you, you need to be very careful. Solomon says this, my son, listen to me and pay attention to the words of my mouth. Don't let your heart turn aside to her ways. Don't stray onto her path. She has brought many down to death. Her victims are countless. Her house is a road to Sheol, descending to the chambers of death. It's not just one woman in this situation. It's the over and over again of you thinking you're strong. Eventually, you'll be weak. Just avoid those things. I love y'all. Hope you have a great day. God bless.